We're here at Pocatello High School for a couple of reasons. Number one, it's one of the oldest buildings on campus, not campus, in Pocatello. What you see is the new building. The old building was lost in a fire in 1912, and this building that you see was rebuilt in 1914 for the sum of roughly $750. The Now it's also noteworthy because of the amount of Art Deco architecture that is used throughout the building. Art Deco architecture is a style that was popular from about 1925 until 1940. It was especially started with the discovery of King Tut's tomb in Egypt, and then it continued to be popular. It goes across clothing, architecture, appliances, movies. The Great Gatsby is a really good example of Art Deco architecture, as well as a couple buildings in Pocatello. But let's talk about the characteristics of Art Deco architecture first, because we spent quite a bit of time in class talking about this. The the building materials are smooth. They're either things like stucco or chrome. Are shapes like circles and rectangles that cause your eye to go up. There tends to be a point. It tends to have bright, bold colors or be chrome, and it also tends to have a zigzag sort of design. So the Chrysler Building is probably the most popular example of Art Deco architecture, as is the Los Angeles Times building that's in Los Angeles. They're both on the screen. They're while both iconic versions of Art Deco architecture in very different ways. Then a couple other examples that we talked about that again have the characteristics of Art Deco: smooth surfaces, bright colors, geometric shapes cause your eye to go up, cause your eye to go to a point. In some cases, have the zigzag or the zigzag formation. So the picture to the upper left-hand side is one of Frank Lloyd Wright's houses. Then there's a movie theater that's in Los Angeles area, and then the picture on the bottom is the inside of that same theater. In Pocatello High School is probably the most iconic version of Art Deco architecture that is here. It it has the smooth surface, even though we know the brick is not smooth if you were to actually put your hand on it, but it looks smooth from a distance. It has the towers, it has the geometric shapes. While it doesn't have necessarily the bright, bold colors or the chrome, it does have contrasting color, which was their way of trying to show it off. While I couldn't find a picture of it, there is also a gorgeous stained glass window that goes over the top of the library at Pocatello High School. Some of the buildings on Main Street, what was the Paris, also have some Art Deco characteristics. Finally, when we go to Idaho State later on in this day, the administration building also has lots of Art Deco architecture elements to it, including the tall windows, the geometric shapes, going to a point, eye leads to a point, making your eye go up. Ask the students what they can see and have them identify them for you.